What's going on, Disney fans? Welcome to Disney Dan's Top 5 Disney Park Christmas Attractions. I'm your host, your guest host, Nate. If you like my voice, make sure to say hello in the comments. The holidays have been celebrated in Disney parks since the first Disneyland opened in 1955. Over the years, the parks have gotten bigger and crazier with their designs and innovations. And it wasn't until the mid to late 90s when the parks started going full tilt into the whirlwind of holiday joy. With so many Christmas and holiday attractions to experience, from parades to stage shows, it's hard to narrow down just 5 of our favorite things. But with your help on our recent social media polls, we were able to put together what you guys thought were the best and worst attractions. So warm up some Main Street Starbucks cocoa, put a Band-Aid on those Disney print wrapping paper cuts, plug in your giant Mickey Santa inflatable yard decorations, and buckle in for our top 5 Disney Park Christmas attractions. 5. Christmas decorations at the Disney parks. You can't count down the best things about Disney parks at Christmas time without mentioning Disney parks at Christmas time. We're talking the over-the-top, carefully planned, well-themed, and perfectly executed decorations that appear almost overnight across the many lands, streets, and castles come holiday season in all the Disney parks around the globe. The park ground team does magnificent work with the decorations seemingly perfected in Santa's workshop and dutifully strung with care from all the archways and street lamps across the park. And if you think the classic holiday decorations that accent places like Main Street are great, wait until you venture into a themed world like a Bug's Land or Cars Land. Here, Christmas gets cranked up to 11 with all sorts of amazing themed decorations. Life is a highway to Christmastown when you drive into Cars Land. Places like the Cozy Cone get decked out with bright orange traffic cone Christmas trees, while white-walled tire wreaths hang from broken car part garland. We can't tell what is brighter, Radiator Springs neons or the thousands of multicolored Christmas lights. Or a Bug's Land's giant, larger-than-life decorations that have crashed down into the tall grass-lined pathways. Huge ornaments, towering candy canes, and gigantic colorful light bulbs make you feel really tiny, yet festive while playing with Flick and friends. Every corner of the park gets a little bit of holiday spirit infused into it, and we love it. So the next time you're adventuring in the parks during Christmas, shoulder to shoulder in a sea of holly jolly Disney fans, look around and really take in everything, from the subtle to the bold. Number 4. Country Bear Christmas Hoedown. The overwhelming popularity of the Country Bear Jamboree inspired a fun holiday-themed version of the show to debut at both Disneyland and Magic Kingdom just in time for Christmas in 1984. When guests entered the attraction, they found the 5 stages lined with Christmas lights and trees. Buff the Bison with a Santa hat on his head, Melvin the Moose tangled up in a string of lights, and Max the Deer going all Rudolph with a big red glowing nose. The curtain would part, revealing Henry with a bright green scarf and his signature top hat trimmed in red, who would begin to introduce the musical bears one after another, each dolled up with various wintry garbs. The 11-minute show would include all sorts of great classic songs, with a nice mix of original bear roles. In case you're curious, those are special Christmas carols for bears. The big furry cast also got a nice mix of new holiday and winter outfits. Trixie ditched her glass of spirits for mittens and mistletoe. Liver Lips McGraw drops in as a swinging, singing Santa Elvis while rocking the tree guitar. Big Al celebrates New Year's with party streamers and a nice tall hat as he belts the blues. Overall, the holiday show was a smash hit, and fans of the Country Bear Jamboree loved the fresh new content. Unfortunately, in Disneyland, the Christmas Hoedown had its last performance in 2000, after over 15 years of shows due to the theater being demolished to make way for the Winnie the Pooh ride. The show continued on in Walt Disney World for another 5 years, but ultimately closed down in 2005, when issues such as copyright disputes over songs like Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer left the Bears short a few musical numbers. It's rumored that the Christmas Hoedown may return sooner rather than later, but only time will tell. With over 12 years since we last saw the show in either park, it may never return, which would make us exceptionally sad. But if you're extra desperate to see this holiday treat in person, then pack your bags and head to Tokyo Disneyland, where it's been playing since it opened in 1988, under the name Jingle Bell Jamboree.
I guess that about does it for our show. Now bundle up, stay warm,
and come back and see us real soon.
Number 3.
It's a small world holiday.
If the children from all around the globe singing,
It's a small world didn't drive you absolutely batty,
perhaps adding in Deck the Halls and Jingle Bells to the mix just might do the trick. That's what you'll get during the holiday season in Disneyland when the It's a Small World ride gets plussed up with a Christmas makeover. This tradition started during the holiday season of 1997 in Disneyland, where the ride, typically remembered for its mind-numbing earworm of a song, gets closed for a short time in late October to open just in time for the November push of decorations and themed events. The traditional It's a Small World song still plays in portions of the ride, replaced with a few verses of Deck the Halls and primarily featuring Jingle Bells. But keeping with the theme of the ride, depending on the land you pass through, the children will sing the song in their respective language. The ride's holiday makeover is insanely popular with guests, requiring them to even install fast pass machines for the ride's queue at certain points. Other Disneylands have featured this makeover, or one similar over the years. Each of the other Disneyland parks, Tokyo, Hong Kong, and Paris, participate in various degrees. The only It's a Small World not to change during the year is in Magic Kingdom. Don't worry about rushing to catch this. It's not going anywhere, and will probably be a tradition for many, many years to come. Number 2. Jingle Crews. Do you love terrible puns, robotic animals, and potentially culturally insensitive characters portrayed as fans of Christmas? Well, we have the perfect ride experience for you. In 2013, both Disneyland Anaheim and Magic Kingdom installed a new holiday theme overlay on the ever-popular Jungle Cruise, taking guests on a once-in-a-lifetime experience of joy and groans with the Jingle Cruise. Most scenes with human elements in the attraction get dressed up and decked out with various Christmas bits, from the gorillas trashing the camp dressed up in winter garb and Santa hats, to the treasure room monkeys tossing around red and green stockings. But mostly, they just take scenes and fill them with gift wrap boxes, Santa hats, and evergreen wreaths. The real holiday spirit of the ride is wrapped up in the laundry list of terrible jokes your safari Santa hat-wearing skipper has locked and loaded for you. This bad joke fest isn't just limited to Christmas. No, they have tons of great, all-inclusive holiday jokes, including how the piranhas have taken off for the season to celebrate Piranha, the Festival of Bites. Of course, make sure to take up the strong offer of getting a jumpstart on your holiday shopping and hit up Trader Santa at the end of the ride for all your shrunken head needs. Number 1. Haunted Mansion Holiday. With the smashing success of both the Country Bear Christmas Hoedown and the Small World Holiday Overlay, the parks set their eyes on a new attraction to get the kiss of Christmas in the late 90s. Settling on the Haunted Mansion, the team began brainstorming about how to fit a cheerful holiday tone into a dreary, creepy setting. Trying to keep the actual Santa out of the attraction and failing to innovate retellings of A Christmas Carol, Disney eventually settled on The Nightmare Before Christmas, finding a perfect fit for the characters and theme. In 2001, the ride overlay rolled out to massive success in Disneyland, And after the plans were abandoned for the ride overlay to be installed in the Magic Kingdom, all the parts were sent to Tokyo instead, where they house an exact duplicate of Florida's Haunted Mansion, making Disneyland and Tokyo the only two places you can experience this truly amazing ride. The themed ride is installed for a good portion of the year, covering both Halloween and Christmas. The Haunted Mansion will typically go down in September and get a makeover both inside and out. Starting from the moment you pass through the iron gates wrapped in holly and garland, to the stretching room Jack Skellington cameo, or Q's bright animated Halloween Town portraits and the ride's new ghost host narration, this attraction is a nightmare before Christmas freak's dream. We're particular fans of the gorgeous animatronic character additions, including Santa Jack Skellington, Sally, and the giant Christmas cheer Oogie Boogie that replaces the hitchhiking ghosts. There are just too many awesome things to go through and list about this overlay, so pay close attention to the video credits in the bottom corner of these clips, and check out the ride-through recordings on their channel for the full experience. This one-of-a-kind Christmas ride experience is definitely worth the holiday pilgrimage, so check it out at Disneyland, California, or Tokyo each year from September to January.
I really outdid myself this time. Look at all the happy faces.
So what's your favorite Disney Park Christmas ride or experience? There are just so many experiences, it's hard to fit it all into just one top 5. Let us know your favorite Christmas memory in the comments below. Special thanks to all you wonderful subscribers. And if you haven't subscribed yet, please do. Make sure to say hello to Nate, that's me, and check out my credits in the description below. Plus, visit us at thedisneydan.com for great giveaways and more fun Disney Park content. Check out some of our other Distery series both here and here for more great Disney history content. And as always, you rock.